We have fire. It's burning down pretty good now. Just wasted all this time and effort. Let's give this another shot. Hello, welcome back to another episode from Pale Horse Survival and Tactical. I'm Bill, glad you could join me. Today we're going to build a winch, a primitive winch. And we're going to pull my truck with it. Stay tuned. Okay, what I've done so far. This is the anchor. I've got that set up hitched to the tree with a timber hitch. You want a good solid anchor, whatever you're going to anchor off to, just make sure it's good and solid so it doesn't get pulled out. That's a big incense cedar, so it's not going anywhere. I laid the line out here. Straight line. I gotta move my truck up here. We'll pretend that it's stuck. Placed a loop in the center of the line here. I'm running past the running end over the standing end here. You want to go over the top and down. I'm going to show you why we're doing this here in a little bit. You want your two lines, your anchor and your pulling line, to be linear in line with one another. Okay, I attached the rope. I hitched it to the center of the axle here using a clove hitch, and then I backed it with with a secondary two double half hitches. I've got the wheels chocked on both sides, so when I take off the emergency brake, it's parked in gear. I'm gonna every couple turns of the winch, I'm going to re-chock the wheels just in case something fails. I don't want my rig rolling off down the trail. And I went ahead and I put a flag right here, marking the center point of the rear wheel so we can measure the progress that way. Stay tuned. Well, it's moved probably about a good foot. I don't know if the camera caught that, but it finally broke loose and pulled. Had a bottle of water on the front wheel, and the camera might have picked it up. It fell off and almost ran it over. I went down and reset the wheel chocks. I want to explain a few things here. Go ahead and let me take this camera down. Stay tuned. Actually, I'm just going to let it roll. It's a little bit of a workout. Okay. Timber hitch anchor's working fine over on this end. So far, everything's working good. I installed 2 safeties on here, and you might have seen as the tension was increasing, the lever pole, this is the lever, this is the pulley or drum pole, this is the drum or pulley pole that the line winds onto. That's a lever pole. It should be a little bit longer, preferably, to give you leverage to pull against the load. But you probably remember seeing that the lever pole, as it started to get a lot of tension on it, it was pulling up, lifting off the ground. This is a pretty dangerous operation, actually. So if you don't know what you're doing, I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in here and ask that you not try this, at least not without some help and a partner. There's 2 ways you can do this. There's a different way of hitching the line up to the front here on the drum and pulley pole to where it winds on both sides of the pulley pole. And the problem with that is it torques, because you have one line coming off here and another one coming here, so they're not pulling in a linear line, in a straight line. They pull against each other, so they torque this off to the side, and this pulley pole actually swing, and it can swing pretty violent if there's a lot of load on there. It's fine if you have a partner who can hold the pulley pole while you actuate the lever and bring it over to keep it from moving. There's another alternate method where I've seen guys hammer stakes in on either side, and that way when you flip it across, it jams up against a stake and keeps it from torquing out of line. And well, the problem with that is, number 1, it's more work. Number 2, what if the ground's frozen and you can't hammer a stake into it? So I work solo pretty much all the time. So I come up with different ways of doing things solo. So the way this is set up, instead of having it pulling on both sides of the lever pole, torquing things out of alignment, everything's pulling in line right here. So there's no torque, very, very little. And if there is a little bit, you can always control it with the lever there. You can always feel if it's starting to twist a little bit. It's a real simple matter to counter act that torque. And there's really not that much torque. And you can see how it's spooling up really nice on here. Nice and neat. Let's give you a close-up of the pulley, or the safeties I put on here. And I just attached these with lark's head or girth hitches, and just made continuous loops out of paracord. Those are double fisherman's knots. So when I get down to the bottom here, I just slide it, and this will move up and down the line wherever you want it to go. And I just slide it on there. So we'll cruise down here and take a look at the progress. The hitch on the axle is doing just fine. Clove hitch with 2 half hitches, double half hitches. Here's where we started out at. So we've moved probably a good 1.5 feet right now. So I'm going to give this a few more turns. And now, if you were stuck and you came to the end of your drum pole, your pulley pole up here, and you needed to reset, you can just set your parking brake, put it in gear, and then go ahead and unspool everything and move your flip-flop winch down further, and then rehook everything back up and then start over again, because that'll keep winding out until it reaches the end of the drum pole, and then you can't go any further. So we could probably pull this, I don't know, maybe might get another foot out of it, which is fine for the demonstration today, because I'm obviously not stuck, but we were just pretending for demonstration purposes. And I've been coming down here kicking the wheel chocks back under the tires, just in case the rope should fail or something happens. I wouldn't want my rig to go rolling off down this trail and into the woods, so that wouldn't make me very happy today. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys back up over here, and just got bit on the neck by a carpenter ant. I'll set you guys back up over here, and I didn't want to cut the I almost cut the filming here to reposition the camera, and I thought, well, I don't want somebody saying, well, you must have moved the truck or did this and that, so I wanted to keep it all in one shot. I wouldn't do anything like that, but okay. Moved it about 2 foot. It's about 2 foot. That's not too bad considering it's a pretty heavy truck. It's built for off-roading. The frame's all boxed in, and so it's not very lightweight. That's about a 2 foot. Right about 2 foot, so I'm pretty happy with that. That was a workout. Well, I pulled the truck, I guess it was close to 2 foot, so that wasn't too bad for just a demonstration. And like I said, if you're in a situation where you need to pull your vehicle further and your line winds out to the end of that pulley pole, just chock your wheels, set your brake, put it emergency brake, put it in gear or whatever, and then reset your entire setup. Unspool it in reverse, and then reset it up so you have that area on your pulley pole available to start pulling again. So, but it is a bit of a workout. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it today. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope all of you are having an outstanding day or night, depending on where you're located. And I will see all of you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.